Today, we're going on a journey to one of the most amazing and mysterious islands in the world, Madagascar. This island in the Indian Ocean is famous for its unique biodiversity, vibrant culture, and traditions that will definitely surprise you. From the cutest lemurs to rituals where, yes, sometimes everything happens without clothes, Madagascar has much more to offer than you might imagine. So if you thought this island was only famous for its vanilla, get ready, because today I'm going to tell you 15 facts about this amazing place that you probably didn't know. Get ready to be amazed. Number 1, the King of Vanilla. Let's start with one of the sweetest facts, literally. Did you know that Madagascar is the world's largest producer of vanilla? That's right, over 80% of the vanilla consumed worldwide comes from this island. Growing vanilla is not easy. It requires a lot of manual labor and attention. Each vanilla orchid flower must be pollinated by hand, one by one. And after harvesting, the beans must go through a long drying process to develop their unique aroma and flavor. This meticulous work is done by local farmers who spend months making sure this precious flavor reaches our tables. So every time you enjoy vanilla ice cream or dessert, remember that the flavor that delights your taste buds most likely traveled thousands of miles from faraway Madagascar. Number 2. Lemurs, sacred and adorable. When we think of Madagascar, one of the first things that comes to mind is lemurs. These charismatic primates are endemic to the island, which means you won't find them anywhere else in the world. But lemurs are not just adorable. They also hold a special place in Malagasy culture. They are considered guardian spirits, and in some communities, harming or disturbing them is a huge social taboo. Even in some local legends, lemurs are believed to be the reincarnation of deceased ancestors, which explains the respect and reverence for these creatures. If you ever get to visit Madagascar, you will see that they are protected by both law and tradition, so don't get too close. Number 3. Avenue of the Baobabs, spiritual giants. One of the most recognizable landscapes of Madagascar is the impressive Avenue of the Baobabs. This dusty road is framed by majestic baobab trees, some of which are over 1,000 years old. These plant giants are impressive not only from a botanical point of view, but also have deep spiritual significance for the Malagasy people. According to legends, it is believed that these trees connect the physical world with the spiritual, acting as bridges between the living and the dead. For centuries, locals have told legends about these trees, considering them guardians of natural and spiritual balance. Walking along this avenue, you will find yourself in a place steeped in history and mystery where each baobab is a testament to the symbiosis between nature and man. In Madagascar, the left hand has a special meaning, but not entirely positive. Using this hand to give or take something is considered an insult, as it is associated with uncleanliness. This cultural custom is so strong that when you are on the island, you should always remember to use your right hand for greeting, passing objects, and even eating. It may seem like a small thing, but in everyday life in Madagascar, this norm is an integral part of showing respect and consideration for others. So if you ever find yourself there, be sure not to put your foot in your mouth, or in this case, your hand. The beliefs and taboos surrounding funerals in Madagascar are quite intriguing. It is believed that pregnant women should avoid attending funerals, as the spirits of the dead can interact with the fetus and cause problems. This taboo is taken very seriously, and many pregnant women prefer to express their condolences from afar, so as not to expose their child to unwanted spiritual energies. This belief reflects the deep respect of the Malagasy people for the spirit world and its connection to everyday life. And while this may seem superstitious to some, for the Malagasy people, these customs are a way to protect both the mother and the unborn child. Madagascar is like a land interwoven with rivers and bodies of water, many of which have a special sacred meaning for the locals. It is strictly forbidden to swim in some rivers except as part of religious ceremonies. These places are considered the abode of spirits or guardians, and entering their territory without proper permission can be perceived as a sign of disrespect. So, if during your trip to Madagascar you feel like taking a dip in the cool water, make sure you are not about to disturb the peace of a sacred place. Otherwise, you risk getting into an awkward situation with the locals. Day of bad luck. Avoid Tuesdays. In Madagascar, Tuesdays have a bad reputation. It is believed that starting an important project, a new business, or even a journey on this day will lead to failure. This taboo is deeply rooted in Malagasy culture and is adhered to by many, especially in rural areas. So if you have important plans in Madagascar, it is better to wait until Wednesday to implement them. And although this may seem like simple superstition, for the Malagasy people, it is a reflection of the influence of ancestral beliefs on modern life. The mysteries of Sikidy. Sikidy is an ancient method of divination used in Madagascar. This system is based on the interpretation of patterns formed by seeds, stones, or even the arrangement of coffee beans. It is believed that Sikidy can predict everything from luck in love to health and wealth. Even during some consultations, people seek the blessings of their ancestors to resolve love or sexual problems. This practice is not only culturally fascinating, but also shows that traditional beliefs still play an important role in the lives of many people in Madagascar. The Fertility Dance. In some villages in Madagascar, there are rituals dedicated to fertility. These rituals often involve dances that symbolize the connection to the land and abundance. And while these dances are not overtly sexual, they can be very sensual and filled with symbolism, celebrating childbirth and fertility. These ceremonies are not only an example of local creativity and art, but also show how life and sexuality are woven into the cultural fabric of Malagasy society. Don't whistle at night. Whistling at night in Madagascar is considered a bad omen because it is believed to attract evil spirits or creatures from the other world. This belief is so ingrained that even small children are taught not to whistle after dark. So, if you find yourself on the streets of Madagascar at night and feel like whistling a tune, you'd better think twice, so as not to summon something you really don't want to meet. The Famadihana ceremony, a celebration with ancestors. The Famadihana ceremony is one of the most amazing traditions in Madagascar. Known as the turning of the bones, this ceremony involves removing the dead from their graves, wrapping them in new shrouds, and having a celebration in their honor. Relatives sing, dance, and spend time with their ancestors to honor their memory and keep it alive. For the people of Madagascar, this ceremony is a celebration of life and a reminder that family ties are stronger than death. And while this may seem strange to many, Famadihana is an act of love and respect for those who are no longer with us. Malagasy Hospitality. The Malagasy people are known for their hospitality and kindness to guests. If you are a foreigner in Madagascar, you are likely to be greeted with a smile, and if you're lucky, invited to share a meal. However, it is important to know and respect local customs. Showing respect for their traditions and norms is the best way to be well received. For example, if you are invited to a traditional meal, it is polite to try a little bit of each dish and always accept hospitality with gratitude. Number 13, no clothes in certain rituals. In some communities in Madagascar, nudity is part of certain ritual ceremonies. These rituals can be associated with fertility, changing seasons, or spiritual holidays, where nudity symbolizes purity and a closer connection to nature and ancestors. For the Malagasy people, these rituals do not have sexual connotations, but are rather spiritual and cultural. However, it may come as a surprise to visitors to see people participating in ceremonies without clothes. Of course, if you witness one of these rituals, it is best to be respectful and put your camera away. Fact number 14, superstitions surrounding sapphires. Madagascar is rich in precious stones, including some of the most valuable in the world. However, in some mining communities in Madagascar, blue sapphires are considered a bad omen. Miners prefer to find sapphires in rare colors such as pink or green, and avoid blue sapphires, believing they bring bad luck. This superstition may seem strange to those unfamiliar with the local culture, but it shows the deep connection of the people of Madagascar to spirituality and luck. 1 second pause. 15. Antananarivo, the capital of chaos and culture. The capital of Madagascar, Antananarivo, or Tana as the locals call it, is a vibrant and chaotic city. It is the epicenter of Madagascar's political, economic, and cultural life. Its streets are full of bustling markets, street food stalls, and a fascinating mix of French colonial architecture and more modern buildings. While Antananarivo may seem chaotic, it is a place full of charm, where traditional Malagasy life is intertwined with global trends. Here you can find everything from ancient traditions to the fast pace of modern city life. It is not uncommon to see zebu cattle strolling the streets while motorcycles and cars make their way through heavy traffic. For travelers, It is a city that offers an authentic experience of Malagasy culture with its contrasts and unique energy. 1 second pause. So, dear friends, our journey through 15 amazing and unusual facts about Madagascar is coming to an end. This island is full of mysteries, boasts unique biodiversity, and a culture deeply rooted in respect for traditions. From vanilla production to spiritual rituals and the most amazing taboos, Madagascar never ceases to amaze its guests. So if you ever get the chance to explore this magical land, remember to be respectful of its customs, admire its unique nature, and of course, enjoy the most delicious vanilla ice cream with a new understanding of what Madagascar has to offer. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue exploring the wonders of the world, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. There are so many more wonders in the world waiting to be discovered, and we'll be here to accompany you on every adventure.